What's up, guys? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army to do a review of Transformers Age of Extinction Voyager class Slog, or Sludge as some of the other guys might know him. This is the front of the package. You can see the figure clearly through the window here, and a nice little piece of artwork here off to the side. And if we take a look at the back, you'll see the robot mode and alternate mode, and also letting you know that's available is Autobot Drift, which I'll be doing a review of very shortly. And if we take a look up top here, it does show you that it does change in 18 steps. But enough about the box. We're going to take this X-Acto knife here, cut the seal open, and check out the figure. Now that I've got Slog here out of the package, I've gone ahead and attached the lancers that are included into his hands as weapons. And there's also these little shoulder mounted pieces that go here. I mounted them on the back like wings because this is how it shows in the instructions, and I kind of like the whole winged look back here. So you can attach the lancers that way, all right? Or you can also take them off, put these pieces back where they came from, which was right here. And of course you can pivot them any direction you want, and attach these by bringing this black piece out and to the back here. Go ahead and do the same with the other side, and you can have the lancers popping out right over his shoulders. Now the first thing I noticed about him when I took him out is he actually, I wouldn't say it's a substantial heft, but he just feels like thicker and just different from the other figures I've been getting from the movie line. A lot of soft touches, like these prongs back here, these spinal pieces, really soft along with the side of this here. You also get this skirt here, so he does have a little bit of a different feel. He just looks thicker than the other bots I've been reviewing. So he actually feels really nice. He looks nice. It's kind of weird because, I don't know, I'm not digging like the whole red in certain spots. I don't really like the whole veiny look on these shoulders, but that's me. A lot of you guys might think this is really cool, and overall it is. It's very detailed. There's a lot of stuff going on. You really just take a step back and really just take a look at it. It's just amazing how much sculpt is being put into this robot. And the one bit that really gets my attention is the eyes here. They almost look like they're lit up, but they're not. They're actually just painted. There's no light piping, but the color does really stand out against the rest of the figure. And of course, if we take a look down here, he's got the little genie kind of shoes. It looks like he just stepped off a magic carpet. I don't know how I feel about the whole pointed up shoes, but it's not as annoying as the Grimlock figure. Next thing I want to get into, guys, is the articulation. So we're going to check out the head first. Right, it's on a ball joint. It's actually pretty articulated. You can look up, you can look down to the side. Then we also have the shoulders, which spin around, and I just have to say the shoulders are nice and tight. They're not going to flop around anywhere. They're going to actually hold the weapons with no problem. Then you have the bicep swivel here. You also have the elbow. The hand just pivots back and forth right here on the wrist. There's no turning motion here. The waist, there actually is a waist, okay? If we take a look at the hips, the legs go out. You'll see the kind of joint it has here. They obviously go forward and back, and the good thing is this soft piece here does allow extra amount of movement. It's not getting in the way. You got the knees here, which bend this far, and you also have the ankles here, which don't allow the side-to-side movement, but even notice they're already pre-angled, so you can have that spread leg stance with no problem. And the only articulation on the feet there is this. And I gotta say, the joints on this guy are super tight, at least in mine. There's nothing loose about this figure. Absolutely enjoy the joints on this. Now, next thing I wanted to do, guys, is do a scale comparison with other movie figures. Let's see, we got Evasion Mode Prime right here. Alright, we also have a Voyager Hound. Okay, we got Lockdown here, which I just recently got, maybe like a couple days ago. We have Strafe, which was actually the very first movie figure I got, I believe, for Transformers 4. And we have little old Drift right here. Next thing I want to show you guys is Transformation. And Hasbro, because they love their fans and keeping in tradition with the rest of the movie figures, is here the instruction manual starts you off in the alternate mode. So they don't show you how to get into alternate mode, but they will show you how to get it back into robot mode. So I'm going to take a look at this real quick, get a feel for how the transformation is, and we'll get started. Alright, so now that I've given transformation a whirl here, I do have to say it's a little bit of a mess. It's actually not too much fun. A lot of floppy parts because of the soft stuff, so it just makes it feel not, you know, as secure as I'd like it to. But we'll go ahead and get started. It requires this coming up like so, and at the same time bringing back the shoulders to clear the chest here for this piece to come all the way down like that. Then bring the arms out this way. You can go ahead and fold the hands in. That forms the front legs. Alright, so you can start seeing a dinosaur there. And bring these out. This gets flipped around this way. Then bring the legs around back. That's right, guys. Bring them out this way and down. And you can form the tail right back here. Then open the legs here. Flip them this way, but make sure this foot stays out back here. Bring the actual foot right in here. And then that really just becomes the side of the dinosaur here. And just do the same to the other side. Help it along with the foot. And make sure this leg goes back there. And then this forms the other side. And up here you have to tab. You'll see these 4 tabs on each side. You just have to line them up and tab them together. And just to keep it from being real floppy, you'll see these tabs here also tab in. You want to make sure that closes in there. And you'll have this flappy skin here. You just want to feed it through behind the shoulders. That way it covers that section like that. And here's the finished result, guys. Dinosaur mode. It's actually not too bad looking. Look at the butt right here, just so you can see the way everything's lined up. This is the obvious bits here, like the arms. The legs do wrap around, which is nice, which reveal these little legs. So there aren't robot parts right here. That's hidden inside the robot leg. Got the tail, which is hard. It's a hard tail. I'm surprised it wasn't made out of soft vinyl. And you have the head and the neck. Alright, so you do have an articulated neck. And I did want to point out that the dinosaur head does have the same bright blue as the robot head. And you'll see the head is also articulated here. And also the mouth, which is a really nice touch. Then you get the paws here, which also move. So overall, very nicely done. And you can also attach the weapons. Now, admittedly, these weapons do look a little bit silly on them, but we'll go ahead and do that anyway. These weird angled guns. Pop those on the shoulder bits. And the lances actually go right on these pegs here. You want to feed this black piece right underneath and up into that hole there. Alright, and that sticks over that way. And do the same with the other one. You might want to rotate it beforehand just a tad to help you along. Pop that in. And there we have Slog with the lances and his little weapons on the side there. So looks pretty cool, guys. Actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I wasn't really looking forward to reviewing this, but at the end of everything all said and done, it actually is a pretty good figure. I just probably wouldn't display it with these lances. I think they just look a tad silly, but regular Dino mode is really cool. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. Until next time, bye-bye.